So how did I know that Adobe was going to drop below $500 a share? And how did I know that back on January the 9th, 2024? Well, I do analysis of stocks. I look at their financials. I look at what the analysts say their high is going to be in the future. I look at that price and say, okay, in order for me to make 25% or above, if the analysts and the technicals are right, what does Adobe have to sell for in order for me to make an excess of 25%? And I determined that Adobe needed to sell for something in the neighborhood of $502 a share. Well, it was at 583 at the time. So my logic is, why would I buy it at 583 when in fact its potential is 663? I won't make any money on that. But if it gets down below 500 or in the vicinity of $500 a share, I'll make 25%. So that's how I analyze stocks. Not what are they worth, but what do I have to buy them at in order to get the level of return that I want? In the long run, I really don't care what stock I own if, in fact, it gives me an above 25% return in a year. Does that make sense? So what I look for is events that cause a drop, that cause a dip, such as Adobe is down because it had agreed to purchase a company, and if the purchase didn't go through, it had to pay that company $1 billion. And that's what happened. So that $1 billion came off of their bottom line, and that reflected in the projection over the next year that it would take $2 off their earnings. Okay? So going into that then, if you'll listen to their earnings call of last night, you'll hear that they were not comfortable making projections into the future with that burden on their books and some other issues that they were having to deal with. They were not comfortable giving guidance. With that, Wall Street said, wait, I don't want to invest in. I'm going to drop Adobe's price by 13%. Well, what did that do? Did that say to me, oh, Kerry, you knew that was going to happen? No. All it said was that it's now below the price I need it to be in order for me to make 25% if, in fact, they achieve what the analysts believe their potential is in the future. It only just changed last night, okay? So that didn't change Adobe. The other thing is, I use Adobe every day. I use Adobe Photoshop to alter pictures so that I can put Stephen Mnuchin and his wife standing next to me in yesterday's video. I use it to edit my video, so when I stammer and stutter, I can cut that out of the video and you don't have to see it. I use it every day, and its tool is unparalleled with anyone else's, and it's getting better. I am quite sure that Adobe will someday create this video with me, with all my animations and my voice, and it will duplicate it. And I don't have to get up in the morning anymore. I know Adobe will do that. Is there someone else that is smaller that may have some inroads on them? Yeah, but more than likely, Adobe will buy them. Adobe also, as I listen to the earnings call, is in competition with multiple other providers of the software that they are putting out. If I did not believe that Adobe was the Google of search or the Amazon of e-commerce, then I wouldn't buy Adobe. But they are. They have a moat. It's not an imperishable moat, but it is a moat. And so I'm comfortable once any of my stocks on my cheat sheet drop below my target price. And again, understand my target price is not because I believe that Adobe is going to have a bad projection for. No, I had no idea that was going to happen. All I'm saying is, at what price do I have to buy this stock to achieve my goal of 25% or greater return? And I do it on about 30 stocks. And I change it every day because the situation changes every day, so I have to keep up with it. That's all this is. It's not, I don't need to own NVIDIA. I don't need to. I can buy AEHR systems for $14 a share because you aren't buying electric vehicles and you aren't buying new phones, so their semiconductor business is only growing at 25% as opposed to the 50% that it had been. So the stock has come down dramatically. I only look for opportunities. That's what I put on my cheat sheet. That's what I share with my tribe members. If you want to be a part of it, all you got to do is go into the description. I put it on sale because I want to help you make better decisions. Stop watching all this crap about, oh, we're the best at this and that. Yeah, you might be. But if the price is not right, I don't want to buy it. I believe that Palantir is a phenomenal stock. I watched Alex Karp's video yesterday, and think about that. Alex Karp is the CEO of Palantir. What the hell is he doing an interview out by the lake by his house with one of CNBC's secondary reporters? Why is he doing that? Because he's promoting his company. He needs more shares or more sales because their earnings is coming up in the next 40 days, and he needs more sales. Well, shouldn't he be there in somebody's boardroom selling the service, selling the boot camp? No, he needs more sales. So he's out pitching it. Why did Elon grant that interview and then fire the guy who interviewed him? Because Elon wanted to push his Tesla and his SpaceX, and this guy came on and asked him about his anti-Semitic and racial comments, and Elon said, "That's not why I'm here. I'm here to promote my company, to get people to up the price of my stock so I can make more money. I don't want Jeff Bezos passing me as the richest man in the world." These people have egos. You got to know that. So they're out pitching their product. What you need to understand is you don't need to own any of them. What you need to know is what price do I need to own that stock at to get over a 25% return in the next 12 months. That's all you need to know. And how do you do that? You do research. You look into the fundamentals of those stocks. You find out what all the gurus believe their potential price is in the future. And then you say, okay, if that's what it's going to sell for on January the 1st, 2025, what do I have to buy it at today in order to make 25%? That's all you got to do. And if you want 35%, then just change the numbers and wait for that number to come to you. Okay, that's how I buy stocks. That's how I share my information. It's called a cheat sheet. It's on my website, Best of Us Investors, and you can have access to it. And it changes every day. Because the world changes every day. I mean, this TikTok thing I did yesterday on Steve Mnuchin. I mean, good grief. I couldn't have made that story up. I could not have made that story up. But it's going to be a tremendous investment opportunity if you can get in on it. Because, again, they're going to buy TikTok from the Chinese for whatever price you want to put on it. Let's say it's $200 million or $2 billion. I don't care. And then they're going to re-engineer it. And this is going to be a closed circle of people who do this. And then they're going to IPO it at some ridiculous price. And because it is the fastest growing social media stock, and it's owned by all the retail investors who are under 25 years old, and they want to own some of it, they will take whatever Mnuchin buys it for, and they will IPO it at 10x. Okay. And they'll make their money. Then they got 60 days. They got to sit on their hands, and they'll all get out and hype it and push it even higher. And then walk away and say, okay, it's yours now. We've got our money. I mean, watch my video yesterday. This is Mnuchin's track record. This is his MO. This is all of their MOs. They are geniuses at what they do. and they do it to you, and you don't even know it. Okay, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I go a little crazy about 15 minutes every day. If you want to be part of this, first of all, like the video and leave your comments, and then come to the website. Go to the discount coupon in the description, and I'll see you later today at our Friday Stock Talk. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'll talk to you not probably tomorrow. I take Sunday off. I'll probably talk to you Monday.